This is a story about a man who's being revived against his will. The story starts with Yoshiki panicking as he searched for his friend Hikaru in the woods on a very rainy day. Then we see Hikaru on the ground with his head bleeding. Suddenly, Hikaru sees something strange and calls it Unuki-sama. Next, we skip to July 2022. The two are in an ice cream store, and while Hikaru is acting like his usual funny and annoying self, Yoshiki seems gloomy. Suddenly, Yoshiki confronts Hikaru, saying that you're not Hikaru, an alien goop. Then peels off Hikaru's face and says, and I thought I copied him perfectly. It turns out this creature just wants to act like a human and have a friend. It is capable of killing people easily, but chooses not to because of Yoshiki. Hearing this, Yoshiki starts crying as he remembers his past with the real Hikaru. Back home, Yoshiki feels sick knowing that Hikaru was replaced by an alien, but he still goes to school with this new Hikaru. Throughout the day, Yoshiki sees Hikaru act just like a normal human, having emotions, being funny, and enjoying good food. Yoshiki slowly starts to accept this version of his friend. On the way home, they see an old woman freaking out on the street. They assume she's just mentally ill and ignore her. That night, the woman is attacked. The next day, the police are at her house. It seems that she is dead. At the same night, Yoshiki paranoid all over again about the alien creature that has replaced Hikaru. What if the alien goop is the killer? What if the alien goop turns mad and then kill people unintentionally? For the first episode, I like that the anime gets straight to the main problem. I also like how Yoshiki doesn't panic and call the cops, but instead he tries to cope with the situation and pretend everything is normal. Well, you really can't do this in the real world. But however, I kinda dislike that Yoshiki doesn't really try to find a solution to the problem and seems to just accept it as it is. I mean, your friend is dead and an alien goop reviving it. Ain't you gonna mad or something? But maybe it's just me. I'm having a high expectation of things. And of course, since this only the first episode, so I will let it slide. Next day, Yoshiki and Hikaru are riding their bikes to school when they see police cars at the old woman's house. Yoshiki suspects Hikaru, quote-unquote, was involved but is too afraid to ask him. At school, their friend Yuta tells a story about the creepy part of the woods where his body froze up. He asks Yoshiki to walk him home through there. Yoshiki, of course, doesn't want to, but Hikaru, fake Hikaru, thinks it sounds like fun, so they all agree to go there. As soon as they enter the woods, Yuta gets scared and takes another road home. For a few minutes, the walk seems normal, but then Yoshiki's body suddenly freezes. He sees the old woman's head on a long, twisted neck running towards him, and that fake Hikaru attacks the creature, making it disappear. After the fight, the fake Hikaru suddenly gets a bloody nose. Asuko suddenly hears loud, strange sounds. She screams and runs away with Yuki. Meanwhile, we're getting introduced to a detective named Tanaka, who has been called by the old woman's family to find her killer. Detective Tanaka searches her house and the nearby woods. He finds a bag with a black stone inside, which he believes was someone's head. However, Tanaka also thinks the stone is a tool used to clear the quote-unquote impurities of the mountain. Because of this, he suspects the woman's mysterious death was somehow caused by the mountain itself. The next day after school, this fake Hikaru does something very strange and opens up his entire body. He tells Yoshiki to put his hand inside to learn what really happened in the forest. When Yoshiki does, he feels something bizarre that he compares to marinated chicken. But for Hikaru, fake Hikaru, the sensation is like an orgasm. Man, no wonder my friends in the college like this. This is so much fucking gay. Gay ass motherfucker. What do you mean the sensation is like an orgasm? God damn. The fake Hikaru then pretends to suck Yoshiki into his body as a twisted joke. It's not a twisted joke, it's a gay motherfucking joke. That's a gay joke from a fucking alien goop. Fuck. Yoshiki, of course, is completely pissed off about this. And later, while grocery shopping, he's feeling paranoid about Hikaru all over again when a mysterious lady comforts him. He says she understands weird stuff like this and gives him her number, telling him to call if he ever wants to talk. Now, it's not only Yoshiki who feels something is off with this village. Many others knows it too, especially the detective. I think Detective Tanaka will be the one to expose these creatures and find a way to stop them from coming into the village. That's just my prediction. And as for Yoshiki, he now wants to find a solution and is looking for information about these creatures that taking shape of his friends. Yoshiki brings a watermelon to fake Hikaru's home. Since it's Hikaru's favorite fruit, they start to eat it together and Yoshiki feels nostalgic about moments like this. However, he can't bring himself to eat the watermelon. It just feels wrong because the real Hikaru isn't there. Deciding that he can't pretend everything is normal anymore, Yoshiki starts texting the mysterious lady from the day before. The lady reveals that she had the same experience as Yoshiki. She explains that the creature came from the mountains and is like a visitor that has come to a place where it doesn't belong. She also believed that someone in the mountains is responsible for letting these creatures in. Then she reveals a shocking truth. Her own husband is in the same condition as Hikaru, having also been replaced. She tells Yoshiki this story to make him accept the reality of the situation, that there is nothing they can do about the alien creature and he needs to find a way to move on. The next day at school, Yoshiki is alone in a classroom, wondering how the creatures got into their village and how he can move on from the real Hikaru, death. When the fake Hikaru finds him, Yoshiki keeps telling him, "Go away, creep." The fake Hikaru gets angry and oozes some of his alien goop onto Yoshiki. This triggers a strange vision in Yoshiki's mind of a person holding a severed head. After this, the fake Hikaru cries and runs home. The following day, the fake Hikaru is absent from the school. Their friends ask Yoshiki if they had a fight, mentioning that fake Hikaru has been very clingy with him lately. Yoshiki immediately goes to Hikaru's house and finds him hiding under a blanket. The fake Hikaru says that he's sad that Yoshiki is afraid of him. Yoshiki apologizes and the fake Hikaru breaks down crying, saying that he just needs a close friend. In the end, Yoshiki decides to go back to pretending that everything is normal again. I'm not sure if Yoshiki is just pretending or if he is actually starting to accept this new Hikaru. Also, the lady gave him zero useful knowledge on how to stop these creatures. She just shared her own experience. Nothing more. Her only solution was to just move on, which seems impossible in Yoshiki's current situation. Of course, he lost his friends, his best friend. I'm predicting here that in the next episode, Detective Tanaka will find one of these creatures and probably following it or, I don't know, investigate it even further or perhaps kill it so that we can learn how to stop them and how that this alien goop works their way into imitating humans, dead humans.